Hey guys, how's it going? It's Michael Myers Fit here, and today I'm here to talk to you about a mental toughness mindset, the things that it takes to sustain a mental toughness mindset on a day-to-day basis, day in and day out, regardless of the situation. Mental toughness is a choice. You choose to be strong, you choose to be weak, whether you believe it or not. But today, I'm gonna show you my 5 key tools that I think are gonna help build you into the mentally tough, the mentally sound person that you wanna be, that you know you can be, that I know you are. It's simple. It starts with belief. You have to believe in yourself, you have to love yourself. First and foremost, if you don't have that indoctrinated inside of you, if you do not believe in loving yourself and believing in yourself, there's no way that you can be tough mentally. There's no way that you can be tough physically, and there's absolutely no way you can be tough spiritually. And those are 3 phases in your life where you have to be the strongest that you possibly can, day in and day out. But hey, I'm here for you. I'm gonna show you all the tools that you need to be successful. People are gonna say, how? How do I become mentally tough? And I say, you choose it. You seek it. You do the daily tools that you need to become stronger in your craft, to become stronger in your spirit, to become stronger in your relationship. You do the work. You do the deep work. You take the time to go inside and figure it out. You don't shy away from the adversity. You stand strong in it. You look at it dead in the face and say, I'm right here. What do you have for me? You don't shy away. You don't get timid. You don't get passive. You get strong. You believe. Without strength, without belief, you don't have anything. First and foremost. Okay, when you're thinking about mental toughness and you're thinking about occupations and the people that you might know that might be the most mentally tough people, who are those that you think of? Me personally, I go to athletes. I go to competitors. I go to doctors. I go to lawyers. I go to the people who need to do deep work, who need to be at their A game at all times of the day. When you're a doctor, when you're in there in surgery, you can't be in there timid. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in all the studying. You have to believe in all the man hours that were put in. You have to believe in that. When you're an athlete, when it's 4th and 1, you have to believe in that 24-period practice you went through. You have to believe in being out there in the rain and being out there in the snow and just knowing that you've been prepared for these moments. That comes with belief. You don't just roll over. You don't just tuck it in. You stand up strong. You have to. Always. You think about a lawyer. You're walking into a deposition. You're walking into a trial. You have to walk in there with a killer mindset. No pun intended. You have to go in there knowing that you have all the facts. You have all the evidence. Whether you want them in jail, whether you want them out of jail, you know all the things that it takes to put them there. You have to believe that. You can't be passive. You have to be strong mentally because the adversity is coming. The adversity is coming and ooh, it's willing to smack you in the face, but how are you gonna respond? Because it's gonna hit you, it's gonna get inside of your bubble, but it can't break you. It can't tear you all the way down. It is supposed to make you stronger. If you can't find strength in your weakest moments, you are losing. You are behind. Mental toughness over everything. So I'm here with 5 tools for mental toughness. 1, self-belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are enough. You have to know that you have the knowledge, that you have the preparation, that you have the tools. You have to know that you are enough. 2, self-actualization. You got to know exactly who you are. You got to know your weaknesses. You have to know your strength. You have to know that. You can't live in a fantasy world. You can't walk around thinking you're 7 feet tall when in reality, you can't take a penny off of a tabletop, okay? You have to know who you are. First and foremost, before you can do anything else, you have to know that. And it's okay. If you're not exactly where you want to be, if you're not exactly who you really want to be, that's great. because at least now you know that. Now you have something to work for. Now you are not shying away. You're standing strong. 3, you have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to fight the fight against yourself, and you have to be willing to fight the fight against the outside world and adversity. You have to conquer yourself mentally. Your mind is flooded with all the doubt that you hear in society, the doubt that you might have heard from your mom, the doubt that you might have heard from your girlfriend, the doubt that you might have heard from your cousin, the doubt that you might have heard from your coach. Your mind is filled with that. You got to shut that out. You got to shut that out, because their voices have turned into your voice inside of your head, and no, it's a lie. You're lying to yourself. You have to be willing to fight that fight. Externally, when somebody comes into your space, you have to be willing to stand up for it. When you know it's right, when you know they are in the wrong, you have to be willing to fight. And I'm not talking physically. I'm talking mental warfare. You have to be willing to throw the punches. You have to be willing to go toe to toe with anybody in any situation, under any circumstance, mentally. 4, failure. Failure. We're all scared of it. We all think about it. Failure is there. Failure is there. It's not going anywhere, but failure only comes when you quit. That second that you let that nagging voice win and take over is the second that you have officially lost. That's the second you have officially failed. We stare at failure. You look at it dead in the face and say, I'm not quitting, so you don't even pertain to me. It's not even an option. If you were planning on quitting, you weren't even planning on watching this. It is not an option. Failure is not an option. Number 5, ownership. You need to take ownership in everything that you have going on in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, because it is you. It are the things that if you created, the circumstances that you have put yourself in. It is your response to the adverse situations that you may have already been through, whether you've known it was adversity or not. Take ownership in it. You can't cast blame on your mama. You can't cast blame on your daddy. You can't cast blame on your grandma on how you were raised. Doesn't matter anymore. You're grown. You make the decision. You take the ownership in it. Those are my 5 key tools. If you practice those on a daily basis, if you wake up and think about the things that it's going to take for you to be strong, for you to be tough mentally, I guarantee each and every day you will come that much closer to your goal. It's a daily fight. It's a daily choice. It doesn't just happen by pure will. You got to put in the work day in and day out. Thank you.